What's going on, Master Duel fans? James here again. When it comes to additional missions in terms of the Master Duel's Dual Triangle event, for this episode to be specific, for the additional missions for Team XZ, if you guys thought that we once did that event deck profile, we too did that Genesys version of Vernusylph Melffy deck profile. So when it comes to Genesys, you guys know the rules. No links, no pendulums. And because, to be specific, this is the Team XZ, I figured let's do a Genesys episode, Team XZ edition of Vernusylph Melffy's deck profile for you guys. And I'm going to tell you which guys about certain points of cards that are being on that list. I will tell you which ones they are as we are in progress. So, first things first, it's Team XZ. That means D-Fusion for versus Fusion decks, and the Blink Out is for versus Link decks. You can basically cut these out for any two filler spots you want, but at the same time, it's like, again, this is specifically strictly for the memes and the purposes of the event to be specific for the sake of Team XZ taking on Links and or Fusion decks. So again, you can take these out and put two random blanks if you want. So, and of course, D-Fusion and Blink Out, free cards. Nothing more. Now, free cards, Vernusylphs, Flowering Fields, Thawing Mountains, Misting Ceiling, Flourishing Hills, Awakening Forests, Vera, Vernusylph Goddess, Full Bloom, Corolla, 2 Changing Seasons, 1 Flower Buds. Free Melffy cards, 1 Finny, 2 Caddy, 2 Puppy, 1 Pony, 2 Wally, 1 Tag. All of it is free. Next up, Mystical Beasts. All free. Calentosa, Valeriphon, Kitty Tail. And then the rest, Earth Beasts, I guess. Wind Up Kitten, Tri-Brigade Kerass, Rescue Cat. All 3 of these Earth Beasts are free. And then going second, to be specific, if you expect to see any problematic outs that can't be targeted or unaffected by everything else, 1 Fiendsmith's Trap, for whatever the reason, card is not listed points price, and then 2 Santa Claus. It's just Fiendsmith's Trap, you search this. At this point, especially the fact that if you have Wind Up Kitten, Kitten returns Santa Claus, so that way you never know what problems you'll expect in terms of anti-target or unaffected by everything else by any means necessary. So again, the Trapped and the 2 Santa Claus are free. And then other spells and traps that are super free. And again, we already mentioned a D-Fusion and Blink Out for 1. 2 Cosmic Cyclones. 2 Breakthrough Skills, 2 Skill Prisoner. These are your other free cards. Breakthrough Skills in terms of Monster Negate, because you literally do not want Thrust and or Talents to become cards in terms of Breakthrough Skills. And then Skill Prisoner card definitely comes up okay in terms of niche scenarios. And I really didn't think that you can actually target your own face down cards too, because it does say target one card of any kind you control, which is huge. So as an old card about Skill Prisoner, both of these effects are basically applying the same thing. One from on field and one is from the graveyard. Target one card you control. This turn, when any monster effect resolves, that target that card at activation, negate that effect. And then the graveyard effect is basically the same exact thing except the turn it was sent to the graveyard, aka Breakthrough Skill Clause. And that's exactly what literally the exact same text is all about. It's effect negation. But the difference is Breakthrough Skill specifically says during your turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, and then Skill Prisoner is during anyone's turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. These are basically all free cards by any means necessary. Now to talk about points cards. Obedience School, sitting at a walloping 40 points. Let's be real, e-tele for 3 level 2 or lower beast monsters within different names. It's basically a way of saying if this card resolves first, followed by Rescue Cat, you are literally winning this game. No questions asked. Triple Tactics Thrust, 13 points. And then Trap Trick at 3 points. Trap Trick targets are Changing Seasons, Skill Prisoner, and Breakthrough Skill. So if we ever do the math, 40, 13, and 3. That's already 56 points. Extra deck. Starting with the free cards. Melffy's. 1 Forest, 1 Mommy, 1 Joyous. I mean, it's Melffy's. They're free. Earth Beast AZ-ZEUS, because we're on Team AZ. 3 Sundial, Diamond Dire Wolf, Wonky Quartet. Now, when it comes to Wonky Quartet, first of all, shoutouts to MBT, DZ, Farfa, and Nim Nim about the squad being called Wonky Quartet. If you know, you know. So, the way how Wonky Quartet works, it takes 2 or more level 4s in general to make it. Rank 4 Earth Beast, no attack, 2600 defense. Unaffected by everything else. First chance this card is AZ-ZEUS Shoken. Also, once per turn during your standby phase, plus 3 materials from the top of your deck, then apply the following effect once there are a certain number of cards attached. 4 or less, give control of this card to your opponent. 5 or more, take 400 damage for each material, and if you do, destroy all monsters you control. Essentially, Wonky Quartet is basically ticking time bomb of blowing up your whole monster board. And of course, the Earth Beast AZ-ZEUS are free. And then Earth Monsters, Gachi, Glossed Out, super old card. Crumble Logos, Virtual World Shell Jaja. If you're wondering about how to make this, it is your level 3 Vernusylphs. And of course, it's Earth, so it's easy to make this because anything that says your opponent cannot target or kill by card effects, it outright loses to Jaja. And then Drill Driver is Earth, is extremely relevant for Vernusylphs, and obviously Drill Driver, free card, gotta love it. And this card kills people in the game because pierce battle damage. For the non-Earths, Downer Magician, free card. However, TY-PHON, only 10 points. Zeus, 20 points. So basically, both TY-PHON and Zeus are the only point cards. 30 points total out of the extra deck. So if we go back and do the math from earlier, 56 points out of the main deck and 30 points out of the extra deck. That is a total of 86 points, and you just saved up 14 points for making this a Team XZ Genesys version of Vernusylph Melffys. Let me know in the comments below at the time this is recorded, in case if I get the points wrong for whatever the reason may be, and I'll be sure to adjust it the very next time at the time this video gets recorded. And with that being said, let us showcase the Genesys version of Team XZ with Vernusylph Melffys. You got Dark Magician, heroes, well, 2 heroes, one of which is a U-Bell variant, Rescue a Salamangreat, Runic U-Bell, and Branded. And with his hand going second, this should be a breeze. Real Normal Guiding Quem, toss out Albaz, and set 3. Set 1, Puppy Doggy, Kitty Catty. And the reason why we chose not to go straight into the extra deck is because of Guiding Quem, bring back Albaz for the sake of Mirror Jade if I go to the extra deck, which means anything I play out of the extra deck, I'm going to get immediately slaughtered by a Mirror Jade, which is stinks. Real Normal Arnis, the Empowered Warrior, level 4 Fire Warrior, Infernoble Strats, and Rhoda Target 2. 1700 attack, 1200 defense. When this card you control gets killed by battle with an opponent's attacking monster and sent to your graveyard, you can special 1 spellcaster with 1500 or less attack from your deck in attack position. This is literally like one of those spellcaster versions of Misty Tomato, Shining Angel, all of that good stuff. Puppy Doggy for Calentosa the Bunny, kill off Guiding Quem. Arnis, attack Calentosa Bunny, and phase Trick for Skill Prisoner, and pass back to me. Real Normal Rescue Cat, E-Telly for Wind Up Kitten and Bellerophon, Xyz Shoken into Joyous, detach, direct attack, and we opted not to go straight into Zeus, but we rather keep the Melffys in check. Real Normal Dark Hex Seal, Puppy Doggy for Wallaby the Kangaroo. Super Poly is a card. So based off from this board, you got Garura in terms of the Melffys, and Dark Hex Seal can be just like literally anything, but I don't know. So let's see what the opponent is thinking. So that's what he was thinking. Dark Hex Sealed Fusion, aka Fallen to Albaz, for the sake of Mirror Jade. That's cruel. Wallaby, Kitty Catty, Mirror Jade, toss out Sprin, banish Kitty Catty, Wallaby, the Telly for 2 being Pony Horsey and Fenny Foxy, Pony Horsey for Calentosa Bunny, Fenny Foxy, Special Calentosa the Bunny, kill off Mirror Jade, Sprin, cool, Alt Art All Bass with the animation, and Calentosa down and goes. Set, Wallaby, Pony, Puppy, Catty, Fenny. The Melffy Squad assemble. Rio Normal, Keeper of Dragon Magic. Fenny is 1, Pony is 2, Pony Horsey for Calentosa the Bunny. Return Fenny, Special Calentosa, kill off Keeper, All Bass over Calentosa, Kitty Catty for Tri-Brigade Kerass, Wallaby to grave, and pass. Tri-Brigade Kerass, discard Puppy, Furnace a Duck, discard Kitty Catty, getting Flourishing Hills, Reborn Bellerophon, discard Kitty Catty, Reborn Calentosa Bunny. What's the set? Magician Navigation. Flourishing Hills, discard Pony Horsey, getting Vera, Reborn Pony Horsey, Exige Shoken into Ronin Raccoon Sendeu, highest on board, Follow the All Bass, but I feel like that's not enough. Tribute Summon Vera, highest on board now if I were to generate a token, Vera at 2400. Sendeu, get a token at 2400. Mind Control Arnis instead of All Bass because we don't want to give my opponent another free monster. And that is OTK. Two Dark Magician, Berry Girl, Magic Karibo, Sangan, Cyberjar, Dark Hex Seal Fusion, Apple Magician Girl, 1 Alt Art Ash, Arnis, Blue Dragon Summoner, 2 Chocolate Girl, Keeper of Dragon Magic, 2 or 3 All Bass, gotta love that 1 Alt Art, Incredible Ecclesia, Blazing Cartesia, Guiding Quem, Kiwi Girl, DMG, 2 Apprentice Illusion Magician, Mahad, Magician of Dark Illusion, Polymerization, Monster Reborn, Magical Eyes Fused, Lightning Storm, Fusion Deployment, Dark Magical Circle, the 1-up Super Poly and 44 cards. You gotta love those odds. Obviously, it's at 1 for the event specifically. Secrets of Dark Magic, Dark Renewal, Mirror Force, Zero Gravity, Level Resist Wall, Wall of Disruption, Drowning Mirror Force, Magician Navigation, 1 Imperm, Universal Adapter, and Necrofusion. Extra that consists of Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight, and Dark Magician the Dragon Knight glossed out, Dark Paladin, Amulet Dragon, Dark Cavalry, Dark Magicians, Red Eye Star Dragoon, Brigand, Sprend, Albion Branded, Mirror Jade, Dark Magician, the Knight of Dragon Magic, Alba System, Dogmatic Calamity, Quintet Magician. With his hand going first, it's just straight up Kitty Catty. So 1 set, Kitty Catty, free special. Set 2, Shadow Mist, Real Normal, getting Wind Up Kitten. Dark Fusion, can't target. An untargetable Neos Lord for the turn. Shadow Mist, getting Ferris. Ferris, send the, or discard I should say, so discard D-Hero Denier for increase. Tribute, Cosmic Cyclone, Simplified Game State. Real Normal Wind Up Kitten, bounce it back, 800, set 1, Kitty Catty, free special. And pass back. Real Normal Drill Dark, Kitty Catty, on the search, Breakthrough Skill, on Drill Dark, getting Rescue Cat. Well, it doesn't really matter anymore because Neos Lord has returned via Dark Contact. Neos Lord indeed. So let's see what's up. One Neos or a fusion monster that mentions Neos, along with one effect monster of any kind on the field. Wow. Yeah, the materials is nice. Simplified state. Breakthrough skill on Neos Lord, just to turn off the immunity. XZ Shoken into, for the first time ever in Melffy history, Melffy Mommy. Rank 2 Earth Beast, 1000 both ways. That takes 2+ level 2 beast monsters to make her. Once per turn as a quick effect, you can attach one beast from hand or face up to this card. So basically +1 material as a quick effect. And when it comes to the number of materials, all from Melffy Mommy, supernatural effects. 3, can't be killed by battle. 4, no battle damage. And if for some reason you somehow get 5 or more materials, when an attack is declaring involving this card and an attack position monster, you can burn your opponent equal to the attack position monster's attack. The higher the attack, the better. Kitty Catty, free special, and pass. Set back row, set a monster, and pass. Cosmic. Droplet saved the opponent by sending draw hand. Only 15. Draw hand. Both players draw one. Kitty Catty, search for Wallaby. Drew into the Royal Breakthrough skill. Denier. Oh no, not the top deck Plasma. Zeus. Cool. Rolla, Flourishing Hills, discard Vera, getting Vernusylph, Reborn Vera, Real Normal Kitty Cat, making it lethal. Neos, 2 increase, 2 Ash, one of which is Alt Art, D-Hero Denier, 2 E-Hero Stratos, 1 Glossed Out, 1 Royal, 2 Vision Hero Vions, 2 E-Hero Shadow Mist, 1 D-Hero Drill Dark, E Hero Solid Soldier, D Hero Draw Hand, E Hero Liquid Soldier, 2 Fulos, Dead End Prison, Evil Hero, and who knew that foolishing a hero for cost is absolutely insane, and it doesn't make a difference whether if you negated this card's effect or not. The foolishing a hero for cost is absolutely fantastic. Vision Hero Ferris, Evil Hero Sinister Necrom, 3 Malicious, Spirit of Neos, Dreadmaster, as an old card if you're not too familiar with this, level 8 Dark Warrior, questionable stats. Upon special summon by Cloud Tower Prison, kill all monsters you control that isn't D hero monsters. Also after that, you can special summon up to 2 D heroes from your grave. After this card is special summoned for the rest of this turn, D hero monsters you control cannot be killed and no battle damage when they battle. The stats of this card are equal to the combined original attack of all other D hero monsters you control. Quite the artwork out of Dreadmaster. Oh, and Plasma. Traps, 2 Imperm, 1 of which is glossed out. Favorite contact, D Tactics. Spell lineup, 2 Droplet, Mask Change, Super Poly, D Force, Evil Assault, glossed out. Foolish, Rhoda, Miracle Fuse, 3 A Hero Lives, 1 of which is glossed out. Dark Fusion, Fusion Destiny, End Shuffle, Dark Contact, 2 Polymerization, Feather Duster. Extra that consists of Max Hero Dark Law, E Hero Sunrise, Absolute Zero, Great Tornado, Vision Hero Adoration, Vision Hero Trinity, Max Hero Acid, Starving Venom, D Hero Dystopia, Destroyers, Glossed Out Shiny Neos Wingman, Flame Wingman, Infernal Rage, D Hero Dominance. It's been a long minute about Dominance, so 3 D heroes to make them. Level 10 Dark Warrior, 2900 attack, 2600 defense. During your main phase, you can look at the top 5 cards of either player's deck and place them on top in any order. And if for some reason, when this card kills an opponent's monster by battle, draw 1. And if for some reason this fusion summon card gets killed by battle or card effect, you can target 3 level 9 or lower D hero monsters with different names, special them. Wow. Each effect once per turn. Wake up your Elemental Hero, Evil Hero Neos Lord. And this next matchup with his hand, this should be fine. Flourishing Hills, discard Changing Seasons, grabbing Awakening Forest, Reborn, Awakening Forest, Exceed Shoken into Wonky Quartet, and of course, we already explained it in the profile earlier on, so once again, once it's Exceed summoned or once during your standby phase occur, plus 3 cards as material. If 4 or less, gift a card up. If 5 or more, it's Ticking Time Bomb and 400 damage per material. Let's see what we can roll with. Duck, Bear, Rat. Ay. Every single Vernusylph monster was top debt, and wow, already a ticking time bomb, and Vernusylph Vera is not in the top 3 deck. That's crazy work. And Puppy Doggy free special. At the same time, we got Changing Seasons in the graveyard, so the drawback is all good. A hero lives for Stratos. Pick up Ferris. Tribute for Ferris. Place the increase back. Increase tribute. Cosmic. Dark Fuse, glossed out. For Inferno Wing, Backfire. Backfire, Puppy Doggy. Changing Seasons. And before anyone asked about the untargetable moments, it's because of Dark Fusion. Whatever Fiend Fusion you put up with, it cannot be targeted within this turn. Hence why Breakthrough Skill is not going to be used at the moment. Forbidden Droplet. Sending Spirit of Yubel. Simplified State. Special Bubble Beat. Well, Toxic Bubble Beat. So, level 4, Water Fiend, for whatever the reason, and not a warrior. Like, I totally understand about the evil version of Bubble Man, aka Bubble Beats. At the same time, yeah. So, once per turn this way on the free special, which is, you can free special this card from hand, but you can't special except heroes. It's heroes. And upon special summon, any control a fusion monster that is special or from Dark Fusion, it's draw 2. Not happening with Breakthrough Skill, now it's simplified. Take 2100 damage. And pass. Top decks Vera. After all of the Vernusylphs we've been through. So basically what you're telling me is we started off with Flourishing and Awakening Force, Xyz summoning into Wonky Quartet, and the next 3 cards were Bear, Duck, and Rabbit. And all of a sudden on the follow-up top deck, it's Vera? What are the odds of Vernusylphs being top deck after top deck after top deck? Double the attack by Awakening Forest on Vera, Mind Control, and that's exactly 4,000 thanks to a hero lives. Avion, 2 Neos, Increase, 1 Ash, Denier, 3 Stratos, one of which is glossed out, Vion, 2 Shadow Mist, Blazeman, a Dusted Gold, Liquid Soldier, Toxic Bubble, Dead End Prison, 2 Ferris, 2 Malicious, Honest Neos, 2 Spirit Neos, spicing up the Yubels, being the OG Yubel, Spirit, Terror Incarnate, and the spice of Neos Wiseman. Can't be normal summon set, must be special by sending 1 face-up E-Hero Neos and a face-up Yubel, no other retrains by the way, and then can't be killed by card effects. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled an opponent's monster, burn your opponent equal to that opponent's monster's attack. Also, you gain life equal to that opponent's monster's defense. For level 10 light spellcaster, for whatever the reason, quite the fancy artwork. 2 Polymerization, Reborn, Rhoda, Miracle Fuse, E-Call, 2 Hero Lives, 2 Dark Fusion, glossed out, Miracle Contact, That Grass Looks Greener, 2 Fusion Destiny, 2 Talents, and Shuffle, Dark Contact, Evil Assault, Favorite Hero, 2 Nightmare Throne, one of which is glossed out, Nightmare Pain, Super Poly, 2 Mask Change, Generation X, glossed out, Forbidden Droplet, the one-of in a 60 deck by the way, Traps, glossed out Imperm, 2 Favorite Contact, Eternal Favorite. Extra that consists of Yubel, Loving Defender Forever, Phantoms, Neos Kluger, Dark Law, Inferno Wing Backfire, Sunrise, Trinity, Divine Wind, Destroyers, Shiny Neos Wingman, Flame Wingman Inferno Rage, Evil Hero Darkest Night, Contrast Hero Chaos, Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, Neos Lord. And this next matchup with his hand, Santa Claus is back for more rounds of untargetable / unoutable stuff and its simplified game state. Totem Soul, so Team Link. Salamangreats. Makes sense. Simplified state. Gazelle in hand? No Gazelle in hand yet. Will for another Balinx. Wolf. Another Wolf. Oh, hello? During your main phase, you can activate this. Once this turn, if you link summon a Salamangreat, you can use one Salamangreat link monster you control with its same net. This is literally another way of Salamangreat Sanctuary. That's crazy work. And one set. So if I was to sniff out a read on that set, that has to be Roar. So Tribute Wolf, Roar is never a card. Also, top decks the Wind Up Kitten, and this interaction of Santa Claus and Wind Up Kitten bounce back Santa Claus, that gets way more annoying. 800. Set 1, Kitty Catty, Fanny Foxy, and pass. Will for Wolf, Kitty Catty, getting Kalantosa the Bunny, Mole, return Fanny Foxy for Kalantosa Bunny, killing the set. Turns out instead of Roar, it's Imperm. Feather Duster, Breakthrough skill on Wolf, making sure it's not going to pick up something else. Princess. Lost out Princess. Raging Phoenix. And another Raging Phoenix. Royal Raging Phoenix. Getting the Rage. Over Wind Up Kitten. Set. Which I'm convinced it's Rage. And pass. Should be the Rage for Santa Claus. Furnace a Rabbit. Getting Kitty Catty back. Reborn Wind Up Kitten. Also, the fact that Raging Phoenix is tributed, Salamangreat Rage is never a card. Simplified state. Chroma Logos. An opponent knows what's up about me making Zeus along with Melffy's Freeze Summon. Two Droll, Salamangreats, Mole, Mir, of Fire, just the one, 3 Ash, more Salamangreats, Foxy, Triple Gazelle, Double Spinny, 2 Rescue Ace Impulse, both are glossed out, more Salamangreats, being Weasel, Totem Soul, 3 Lady Deboog, Salamangreat Jaguar, Foul, Rescue Ace Fire Attacker, Nibiru, Traps First, 3 Imperm, 3 Impulse, Salamangreat Roar, Salamangreat Rage. Spell lineup, 3 Circle, 3 Droplet, Salamangreat Charge, glossed out. Now, I haven't seen Charge yet, so let's see what's up. Quick play spell, hard once on the activation. Activate one of the following effects. Target 3 of your fires that are banished and or in your grave, shuffle 2 of the 3 into the deck, and summon the remaining monster. But for the rest of this turn, its effects are negated and it cannot attack. And if for some reason you control a fire extra deck of any kind or a fire ritual, being Fire Fusion, Fire Synchro, Fire XZ, or Fire Link monsters, more than one, whose current attack is different from its original attack, you can target one card anywhere on the field, kill it. Interesting. Extra deck. Nightmare Phoenix, it's fire. Cyber's Wicked, it's Cybers. Hita. Fire Phoenix at Ignister, it's fire, it's Cybers. Promethean Princess, glossed out. Amphibious Swarmship Ambler Whale. Salamangreats, 2 Balinks, Almirage, 2 Sunlight Wolf, 2 Pyro Phoenix, 2 Raging Phoenix, one of which is glossed out, one of which is royal. Also, glossed out Hita, gotta love it. And this next matchup with this hand, this should be good. Flourishing Hills, Scar Santa Claus, getting Changing Seasons, Reborn Flourishing, Duck, discard Changing Seasons, Reborn Duck, Chibi Summon Vera, and 2 Set. Tip, top deck Banish. Oh, Awakening Forest. Fountain, Chain Cosmic. No runics for you. Reasoning. Calling on to just in case of Paleos. Nightmare Throne. Whoa! Wow! Calling on level 2, and instead it's a 10. Wow. Spirit, straight up set Nightmare Pain, flip it up, set, kill off Spirit for Samsara, Spirit for OG Yubel, Gruesome Free Special, kill off Yubel, Terror Incarnate, Runic Galore, Samsara D Lotus, Tribute, for Spirit, Phantoms, Golden Droplet, for Gary, Lost Out Obedience School, that's it, this sucks, Changing Seasons, Reborn the Duck, Flower Girl. Real Normal, Fanny Foxy, Eternal Favor for Yubel, Mind Control to Gary, XZ Shook It into Direwolf, Direwolf, Fanny, Nightmare Pain, Phantoms, change the effect, kill off Yubel, for Terra Incarnate, Direwolf go up into Drill Driver, to defense they all go, 0-0, no difference. Furnace of Duck to hand. Eternal Favorite for Spirit, Phantoms, number 2. Fanny Foxy back to hand for follow-up. Vera. Slumber, let's see. Can't be killed by battle or card effects the very next time as of this turn. And then cannot attack and losing the top 3. Defuse, Puppy Doggy, and Thrust gotta go. And Tag gotta go. Ouch. Vernusylph Duck. Discard Fanny Foxy, getting Vernusylph Rabbit. Reborn Fanny Foxy, Real Normal Pony Horsey. Exceed Shogun into Melffy at the Forest. Vera, attempt to take Spirit. Phantoms, change the effect. Kill off Spirit. For OG U-Bell, Eternal Favorite. 4 U-Bells and a Gruesome Grave Squirmer. 3 Spirits and 1 OG U-Bell. Simplified state. Battle phase skip. Vera. Freezing Curses. Zeus. Everybody goes. Lost Elf, Full Bloom, Breakthrough, and Wind Up Kitten. And Vernusylph Duck made it out alive. Runic U-Bell of all decks. Wow. I honestly never saw that one coming. So, click extra deck real fast because this is Runic's U-Bell. Hugin, Munin, Gary, just the one because in the event, both are at 1 for a reason. 3 Frecky, 2 Sleipnir, 2 Phantoms. Main deck, 1 Eternal Favorite, 3 Nightmare Pain, 2 Nightmare Thrones, 3 Samsara D-Lotus, Gruesome Grave Squirmer, U-Bell, 3 Spirit U-Bell, Terra Incarnate, 3 Reasoning, 3 Monster Gate, Metaphor Fuse, Runics, 1 Allure, 2 Tip, Fountain, 3 Flashing Fire to be precise, 1 Destruction, 2 Freezing Curses, 2 Slumber, 3 Smiting Storm, 3 Golden Droplet. And last but not least, the branded list. Fat 54. Tragedy, 3 Ash, 3 Albaz, 3 Aluber, 1 Alt Art, 2 Tri-Brigade Mercurier, Spriggan's Kit, 2 Blazing Cartesia, 1 Alt Art, 2 Guiding Quem, 3 Fulos, Bestial Magnamut, 3 Sornier, 3 Albion Shrouded, 2 Bestial Rebellion, Traps, Banishment, Lost Out Fusion Duplication, 2 Branded Retribution, Spell Lineup, Foolish, Gold Sark, 3 Fusion Deployment, Tactics Talent, Branded in White, Branded Fuse, 3 Tactics Thrust, Branded Lost, Super Poly, 3 Droplet, Branded Opening, 3 High Spirits, 1 Branded in Red. Extra that consists of Mudragon, Garura, Titani Clad, 2 Albion Branded, Despian Queritus, 2 Mirror Jade, Lebellion, 2 Granguinol, 1 of which is glossed out, Rinbrum, Albion Sanctifier, Chaos Star Source, Light and Darkness Dragon. And last but not least, just straight up Mole Charming Fulos, huh? Yeah, okay. And last but not least, with this hand, we was gonna pop off, but Fulos is in the way. So Vernusylph Duck, discard Rescue Cat, grab Awakening Forest, Reborn the Duck, Awakening Forest, toss out Vera, Reborn Puppy Doggy, and 2 set. Lost, High Spirits, Reveal Guiding Quem, Toss out Granguinol, getting Spriggan's Kit, Real Normal Kit, Puppy Doggy, Breakthrough Skill, and definitely not allowing to get Brandon Fuse and Scoop. So guys, that's going to do it for the Genesys episode of the additional missions with Vernusylph Melffy Team XZ Genesys Edition. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And that is it for the Genesys episode of Team XZ with Vernusylph Melffy. We shall see you all next time.